work? I hope it worked. I can't tell if it worked or not. Looks like it did not work that time. Tried doing the redirect as fast as I could, but no luck. Okay. I think, from what I'm seeing here, alright, that's going to use so these 60 per minute. I'll look at your gold producing over here.
Yep.
And I believe it can be a bit more optimized.
Oh, it all can. I have not been bothering to optimize. I've just been trying to get enough.
So that needs 60, that needs 60, that needs 60. So this has to be doing 180. But it's only doing 120. And see, this is where I really question their math on these machines. Because if I'm doing math like I would in Satisfactory, you know, I'm seeing, alright, gold ingots require 2 gold ore. This is producing 30 gold ingots a minute. So that means it needs 60 ore per minute, right?
In theory, yep.
You've got 3 forges. So that means that the drill should be producing 180 per minute for those things to even keep up. But you're producing 120 a minute, and all 3 forges are smack full of ore.
Yep, because initially it was powering one little device, so it had infinite time to stockpile.
I got you. I still think we could up the actually, let me try this. Let's remove that, and let's remove that belt. I doubt this is going to help, but come on, line up here for me. So hook that up there. Alright, I got you 240 ore per minute now.
Pretty nice.
Which means we're definitely producing more. Oh, no, I think the redirect did work. Okay, cool.
Oh, yes it did.
That belt doesn't weigh faster. There's no way to improve those. I still think that you could go with probably 2 more forges over here, so it'd be the whole manifold with the splitter. You'd have 1 3-way splitter that feeds into 3 more 3-way splitters, and then use that to feed it. Oh, no. You have the 1 3-way splitter, and then have that feed into 3 2-way splitters, and then that will feed 6 forges. So that would double your ingot output. And even though 6 forges says it's going to take 360 gold ore, I mean, even though you like you said, it was able to backstock a little bit. Even with that, with the 3 forges, with the drill you had on there, your drills should have, or your forges should have been running out of material, but they weren't. It wasn't reducing at all. So I think you can run 6 forges off of this.
Quite possible.
Where are you going to put them? I have no clue. That would start making things get a little tight over here. But I'll just... Sorry. I'm messing with your build, and I shouldn't be.
That's fine.
Just, I saw the puzzle, and it grabbed me. Mainly because I'm trying to figure out what the actual math is on the machines.
Oh, yeah.
Because the math is not mathing. So I'm very much left looking at this and whatnot going, something's off. Oh, field day should be interesting tomorrow. That field is going to be soaking wet. It's pouring rain right now.
Oh,
Yeah. And the kids have their field day tomorrow, which is, all the games that they play outside. So I'm just going, oh, yeah, that grass is going to be a little slick.
yeah.
Granted, as a parent, I'm still looking forward to it because, I've been going to field day now for... I have made sure that I have attended every single field day for the last 7 years. No, 8 years. Because when my oldest was in kindergarten, I was there for field day. Which was a lot of fun because when it got to be the tug of war, portion of the games, because the tug of war is the final game at field day.
Yep.
They let the dads jump in. You got all these kindergartners trying to play tug of war, and then dad jumps in on the back end of the rope. And we had one year that myself and one other dad grabbed hold of rope, and it was totally unfair. Between the two of us, I think we added like 500 pounds of weight to to the anchor on the rope, and the dads on the other side were about half our size.
Yeah.
We didn't pull, we just anchored. We let the kids do the pulling. But yeah, that rope wasn't budging. But yeah, that was a fun little thing. All right, yeah. So we got the antennas, we got the sensor arrays. Okay, cool. We got stuff being made, and we got stuff happening and doing and whatnot. And now the train's delivery is actually being used for something, so that makes me happy because now the train actually has a purpose. All right, now next item. What was the next item? I don't remember. Fast rotors.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But do we need them for those? We need them for the radiation absorbers. And we need them for... No, we don't need them for that. We need them for the nice water pumps. Okay. $600. The only thing I've got going through is carbon. Carbon requires 200, so at least 400 available. I'm going through our different items that we can build and try to see what is it that we need.
Oh, yeah.
We got catalytic converters being made slowly, but they're being made. Oh, let's look here. Okay, quantum processors. Quantum processors needed a thing because we don't need a machine making the quantum processors, but we do need a machine making all the components for the quantum processors. So let's take a look and see what that means. Because I sure don't remember.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely in the mode of I look at it and forget immediately.
Oh, okay. No, we have everything being made to be able to make quantum processors, so we're good. I think the last thing we needed was AI chips. Oh, but we need the fast rotors for the nuclear reactors.
Yes.
Okay. Which, I mean, even look at that. We don't need nuclear reactors being made and stored in a warehouse. There's going to be zero reason to have thousands of nuclear reactors. So as long as we got fast rotors being made, which is going to be made somewhere else. Because that's osmium. Yeah, osmium iron. Osmium iron for the gear assemblies. Graphite rods are easy. And then, gold wiring. the gold wiring, man, that need so much rubber for that. That's cobalt. There's osmium, gold, iron, copper. Oh, okay. That is kind of like the little perfect spot for it. Yeah. As long as there's some graphite over there.
If not, frame.
Yep. Well, especially now that we can put a tier 3 drill on it. Okay, I think I'm heading to the right spot. Yep, this was the right spot. And we got graphite over here too. Okay. Alright, well then, let's clean up the water over here. Alright, we need power. So toss that up there. Toss another one. Like there. And then put a third one somewhere around like here. There. Alright, we'll be surrounded by power. Put that there. Put that there. Okay. Alright, that's got that in place. Because we're going to have to have water for this. Hey, Davante, how you tonight? Oh, okay, so we got a spot that's going to actually have water in it here. Oh. Don't go in that. Gotta wait until that gas turns into water. Alright, so we got a little pond there. So let's make sure we don't have any nodes over here. Alright, perfect. Can we get away with making one of these now? It sure would be nice. Yes, I can make one. I really need to use the drone to aim this. There we go. Alright, that was being made. So we'll put a end result machine right here. Because that's the way I tend to build on this game, Pi, is I'll put down the machine that's going to be the one for the end result. And then I try working in reverse.
Makes sense.
You are going to make fast rotors. Alright, so now we know I need gold wiring. So gold wiring is going to come from this side. So that's an assembly machine. Gold wiring. Let's throw down a quick little house. That also gives me a respawn point. Alright, you're set for that. So this will feed this. Graphite rods. Those are easy. Throw down a Mark III. And then throw down a refiner. That looks about straight. And that's going to make rods. Put that there. Okay, last thing it needs is gear assemblies. So then we're going to put down a machine here. And that's going to be gear assemblies. And then all this. I'm going to port number 1. Oh, this warehouse is built backwards. Shoot. I got the exits pointed towards where I'm trying to do stuff. Let's try that again. This time with more energy. That, there we go. It's going to go to port number 1. Alright, now That needs osmium ingots and gears. Got osmium right there. That's copper. Where's the iron at? That's copper. Oh, there's an iron node over here somewhere. It's behind the spaceship. There it is. Okay. Now. Did it actually cleanse this area over here yet? No, it didn't look like it got quite out this area yet. It's working on it. That keeps the pipeline out of the way. That thing's already kicking off at full gear. Alright. Now, gear assembly. That's just osmium ingots and gears. Alright. This is going to be a pain in the butt. Let's put it on a splitter. Then we're going to slap down 3 forges. Yeah, I know. I'm doing a whole lot of talking to myself right now.
Alright.
Those are going to go like that. Then, this is where it gets complicated. Right, then I want to merge them all together. And then immediately after merging them, we're going to split them again. Alright. This goes there. That goes there. That goes there. This goes here. Then I need 4 part producers. So this should, in theory, I think I've got the math right in my head. Two. Three. 4. Oh, shoot, I'm gonna die. I got no way to avoid it right now. So I'm just gonna build. And then this goes here. That goes there. Alright, so this is going to make rods. This is going to make rods. This is going to make gears. This is going to make gears. Cut. And then they're going to get merged together. This now goes here. So now that just needs osmium ingots. I'm gonna go grab some oxygen. Eat a little food. And once I have these set, then it's time to work on the pain in the butt. Because then it's time to work on the rubber. How much rubber per minute do we need for gold wiring?
I've actually never done the math. I just always set up 5.
5 rubbers or 5 tree houses?
5 greenhouses.
Okay. I think it's 10 to actually keep up with it. But finding space for 10 greenhouses is challenging because they're not a small building. So what you working on, Pi? I gotta go grab a smoke while.
Actually, I was making some rotors to have in my pocket so I could come over and help you with your rover thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the fast rotor project is it's a project.
Yeah, that one actually seems to be, unless you go for like nuclear reactors or quantum computers, the fast rotor seems to be the biggest thing that you're going to need to make in bulk that is a headache.
Right. I've got most layout done. I mean, I'm down to need to slap a drill on the gold and then split it so that you got plenty of gold ingots being made, and then the ridiculous amount of rubber that needs to be made. Although I think that once we finish the fast rotor project over here, I think that'll probably be the end for the night.
Sounds good. I think you got a nice little mesa over there I can use if you want it to be a little bit farther away.
Oh yeah. Well, you'll want to actually go over on this side. Oh, I didn't build that. Crap. Hold on. I didn't put down an important thing for this area. Because it'll affect it'll affect the tree greenhouses if I don't put it down. Alright, I got that being built now. Way up on that hill. That way it's out of the way. That should be producing 600 water.
It is.
And I'm only using 200 of it. Where was the gold node at? That and that's sulfur.
Your gold is, let's see.
Oh, I see it. It's over by you. It's right there.
Right by my little tier 1 ship there.
Yep. Okay. Well, that works out perfect then. Then I guess use that area over there to make the stuff. And if you notice, I threw down a water purifier over on that side as well, so we could run water in from that side if we needed to.
All right. Sounds good.
And now that I'm looking, I don't know if the power's actually going to reach. But just because it looks weird having this little section. Ah. That's as good as I can get. I can't tell if it's got power or not. That green blinky light, that has a blue green blinky light. I think that needs something to extend the power to it. can't tell. Okay, I'll just hope for the best. That's something to pay attention to later. Right now, I need to focus on these osmium ingots. Something like that. Ah. I should have connected that. Let's go ahead and connect that. That way that unloads. That fills up in there. Then it starts splitting. Getting plenty in there. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay. And then a merger. So this goes there, that goes here, that goes there, and then finally this kind of goes across the world a little bit. Okay. That'll have it getting that in there. Alright, so I have a machine over here, which is where the rubber and the gold ingots need to go. That's going to be a... Let's do this. Let's remove that machine. Let's build up a little bit higher. Alright, so I'm going to build up here for the gold wiring. That way that stuff comes up here. There we go. That avoids the clipping. Oh yeah, man, you mastered that network, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, that's, you get used to doing it, I guess.
I went ahead and ran the belt out of your part producer up to the machine.
Alright, so we just need gold ingots now.
Yep. But throw a tier 3 drill on it and then shove it into... Whoa. What just got destroyed?
The gold miner I had.
Oh,
You
okay.
said go tier 3 on it, so.
Yeah. Only reason being is that, so if we feel the need to have to do an expansion, we can. And then I'm going to do this. Yeah, I know. I got put in just before I died. Alright, what's our water network saying? Oh yeah, we're good. Alright. I decided to go ahead and fertilize the area.
Alright.
Because I'm tired of running out of oxygen. Oh, that's going to be an interesting run. I can swap sides for the rubber.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Alright, there goes the wiring. Everything else is full up in the assembler. Oh, there goes our first fast rotor. Oh. And then all of a sudden, all the machines just unloaded into the belts. So I'm looking at how the belt looks with the graphite rods. It's like 1, 2, you're just kind of going, and then all of a sudden there's just this string of.
Yeah, we're actually capped here by the speed of this assembler.
Yeah. I didn't even check to see how many it's making per minute.
There's 45.
30 per minute. 30 fast rotors a minute.
And 45 gold wire.
Right, but it needs 6 gold wire per rotor. So that means we need 6 times 30. 180 gold wire a minute.
Yeah, to run it at full capacity.
Yeah. I'm not worried about that. And that's just the thing. It's on a rare occasion that we wind up going, oh man, we blew through everything in the warehouse. You know. Because we're constantly working on different projects that aren't using this critical item that we decided to make. You know, the pass rotor. That there's nothing we're going to be building that we're going to build so much of that we're going to burn through the pass rotors.
Yeah.
But sitting there, because you can't walk away from the crafting bench, sitting there crafting fast rotors for half an hour kind of sucks.
Yeah, it definitely does.
So, but you were going to say something.
I was just going to say, before we end, I'd like to check my ridiculous warehouse setup over here, and
Oh yeah,
I'm currently doing that.
yeah. I mean, I'm not in a hurry to wrap up because, well, I don't have to get up for work tomorrow. Which I also found kind of funny today because I had all these meetings that were canceled because apparently in Europe and a couple other areas of the world, today was Labor Day, so it was a public holiday for them, and so like, nope, public holiday, we're not working.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like having a banker's day. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I find it funny how they take their holidays so freaking seriously. I'm going, no, it's a holiday. I'm not working. But then, for those of us in the U.S., we're going, hey, it's public holiday. And they're going, well, that sucks. We need you in this meeting.
Yeah.
Excuse you? Hey, first off, they get a hell of a lot more holidays than we do.
Oh yeah, I think the U.S. is top 5 most work days for the average worker.
Yeah.
I think it's actually number 2. I think Japan's the only one that's worse.
So I'm just here going, you know, you forced me to respect you having a holiday. If you want to get butthurt because I didn't show up to a meeting because it was my day off, well, poo on you. I mean, no offense to the company, but we're making shirts and shoes.
Yep, and to be frank, there's probably more than enough in a warehouse you can take a day break.
Yeah. All right. Oh, we got trees over here. We can breathe. Oh yeah, this is working out awesome. And we got 33 fast rotors in there right now. All right. And you got antennas going. You got, yeah. This thing's a bear of a build. Hey, this entire area, everything that's here is the only thing we're making is fast rotors. So we got this thing churning out its stuff pretty good. No, this looks awesome. Got to spread the area fertilizer a little bit more. But this is this dude. Thank you for taking care of the greenhouses and everything.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I looked down and I go, oh yeah, no, he already had a plan. He knew exactly how he was setting things up and everything. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna stay out of Pie's way. Okay, now let's, even though we're not going to remember, throw down a little assembly machine. Let's take a look at what the other parts are that we still need to have going to the warehouse. I think some of them we're going to need more of than others, but alright, we've got those being made. We got those being made. We got that being made. Got that being made. Got those being made. I don't think I've got reinforced frames being made.
They should be. It's just kind of a slow boat.
Okay.
Remember?
Actually, it's going to be easier if I go here and look at our buildables. I think the fast rotor. Yeah, I think the fast rotor was our big one. Yeah, because I can even throw down the atmospheric control tower now. Although I'm not going to do that unless we got nuclear power somewhere, because it requires 5,000 megawatts.
Well, you could throw it down near our floating area if you wanted, because I did set up a nuclear reactor there, and we've got like 10,000 extra power.
Okay. Oh wow, the steel alloys going up. We've got almost 9,000 steel alloy available.
Yes, that was my little side project. I have a tier 1, a tier 2, and a tier 3 warehouse with nothing but that.
Oh, that is awesome. I'm looking at our buildables. Quantum processors we said we would make manually. Reinforced frames, yes, we have those being made. Okay. Alright then. I think the fast rotors is the last thing for us to get really thrown down. I gotta double check something. Quantum processors. We've got everything needed for those. I think we might have when we run a full session. You know, when we actually start at 6:30 rather than the 8:30 time that we started tonight.
Yep.
I think we probably got about 2 more sessions, because it won't take us long to start greening up this entire place.
Yeah.
I take that back.
Looking at the map, it's pretty beefy still.
Yeah, let's say 3 to 4 sessions. Mainly because a lot of this we're going to have to do power for. Because we're going to have to get the... we only need to build 1 atmospheric control tower. That's all you need. That handles the entire planet. But the climate control towers, we're going to need lots of those. We're going to need some more radiation absorbers put down.
Yep.
But we're also in a shape where we can start building rather quickly. Yeah, I'm tempted to throw down tier 3 warehouses with nothing going to them. Just
for the space.
just to get the stack sizes. Because that means we've got 2 tier 3 warehouses put down. So we only need to put down 3 more. We don't have enough fast rotors to put down 3 more yet. You need 90 fast rotors to put down 3 of them. Although, I always prefer to have my warehouses going somewhere that it's needed.
Yeah, that's kind of been my thing. It's like, I could, but should I?
But I also think what's going to end up happening is that as we build and do things across the map, we'll probably find we got some resources that we keep running short on. And so we'll probably build a couple more factories to up the input of a couple of items. But other than that, I think we're down to the point of making the entire planet habitable, greening it all, and then at the end, we'll, choose an area that we haven't put a whole bunch of factories, and make that the habitat zone where we'll build all the apartment buildings.
Sounds good.
Well, I mean, and you and I had talked about this before, that even though we hadn't touched most of the planet, we didn't have much left to do on here except for our personal extra goals.
Yep.
Because right now it's just saying, just put down some houses and stuff, and then after we do that, then it's going to be build the Earthlink thing. Say, yep, okay, this place is ready for you. But if it's going to be ready for them, I want to green the whole map.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Which that's going to take us a while, because man, this map is enormous.
Yeah, it really is.
And sadly, there's no Steam achievement or anything for making the whole planet green. It's just a personal goal. Because that's the one thing I haven't done to this planet was going, no, we're going to tell them that this place is ready. Let's make this place ready. So that it's actually got greenery everywhere. What am I missing? Planet Analyzer. There we go. That's what I was trying to build. There we go. Yeah, so when I look at the map, we got tons of area that still needs climate control. And, oh my goodness. I am concerned that the goal that I've set down is a bit off more than we can chew type of situation.
Maybe. I did look at the map myself, and it's like,
Did you look at it through the planet analyzer?
yes.
And we got 3 really bright green spots. And that's it.
And they're tiny. Little green spots.
Yeah. It's like, and we want to make the whole map like this? That's a lot of area fertilizers. That's a lot of water. I'm not even sure we'll be able to. Looking at how big those are, even if we line the entire coastline with tier 2 water pumps, I don't know. I don't know if we can produce enough water.
Well, we'll figure it out when we get there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I absolutely want to give it a best chance and try. Basically, we'll keep doing it until we basically say, all right, that's it, I'm bored.
Yeah, because looking at it, yeah, I think your core is probably closer because, yeah, those little dots are tiny.
Yeah. But the thing is that we'll be using those sessions to do basically doing nothing but greening out the place. So it's going to be slap down power, slap down control tower, slap down area fertilizers, next area.
Fair enough.
So I have a suspicion that it's going to go a lot faster than we anticipate. But
Possibly.
but when you look at the size of the map and you look at the little bit, the tiny little bit of space that we use off the map to make everything happen, to get us to the point that you're basically at the end game. You barely touch the map. I mean, you go to the cold region, you go to the hot region only because you have to unlock that next stage. But beyond that, we really don't have any reason to go out to these other areas. Although I do want to put down I do want to get the housing put down, not the apartment buildings, but our little houses, to throw that analysis radar on it, just to see. I'm curious to see how many nodes of material do we have on this map that we never bothered touching.
Right. Yeah, because we definitely did some consolidated building.
But the thing is that because it's got such a huge cluster in these three zones that we built in, it's got such a huge cluster of resources there. It's hard not to do that.
Yep.
And why would you want to go somewhere else when you've got resources that you haven't tapped yet over there? And so we got this spot where where we originally landed, and then just that general area, right in that little ring, that's all gone. Yep, we built everything here to make the planet habitable. Although you look at the map and you're going, this doesn't look habitable.
Yeah.
I think my biggest worry, looking at the map, the big landmass that doesn't have a temperature thing on it. There's a section over here that I'm just sitting here going, how the hell are we going to get greenery there?
Yeah,
but then again, there's a lake in the middle of it. Study this map some more. I'm starting to think this is entirely doable, and it wouldn't take horribly long. But it's going to be literally zipping through the area and going, all right, power, water, Fertilizer. All right, next area.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what the map looks like when we literally have area fertilizers everywhere. And climate control, the climate control tower is going to be interesting too, because they're only clearing so much area on the map.
Yeah.
But it'll be one of those things of going, all right, well, you go take that section, I'll go take this section. That's what we'll focus on that night, and then the next night we'll divvy up the map, and we'll just keep going. I'm thinking we'll work on the edges of the map first, where we actually have to put down climate control towers and all that kind of craziness before we go to the middle of the map. We'll work our way to the middle, because the middle is going to be quick and easy, I think, other than just having to run some ridiculous pipelines. But looking at the rest of the map, we got extra work we got to do in those outskirts around the map where we need to get the climate controlled, we need to get the radiation cleaned up. So that'll make it more interesting, where we're going to be really working to get all the regions of this planet or this map cleaned up to where we can go, okay, now we can actually plant things and do things. So next time we play, what I'll do is I'll focus on taking the caldera and the extraneous areas around it, since I've been primarily working on that particular island anyways.
Right.
I'll focus on making that one green. What do you want to make green? Cause I'm leaving that up to you. So where you want to focus?
Yeah, I was going to work on the radiation zone first.
Okay.
And then start, maybe working on at least those areas.
Okay, cool. That way we have a plan for next time we pick up the game. And I'm really hoping my little boy is feeling better in the morning. I really am.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's been looking forward to it. That was awesome.
Oh, absolutely. Well, because that means he'll miss field day, plus he'll miss camp, plus there was another event going on the weekend as well that made him torn between going to camp or having this other event, and one of his friends has a birthday party this weekend. But that means that it won't matter. He's going to miss everything, because if he's unwell, then I don't want to take him out in public.
Yeah.
So this all right. Sounds like we got a plan for next time. So the next stream that I have mentally planned would be Sunday. And Sunday I'm planning on doing small land.
All right.
I should be home by 2:00, which means probably somewhere around 3 or 4 o'clock would be when I'd kick it off. So that'd be noon.
Yeah, 1 my time.
Noon 1 your time. So, all right, cool. All right, well, let's take a look. So we're gonna wrap up here, chat. So I do need to get some sleep, because this is gonna be a full few days ahead of me. So let's take a look and see who is on. What are they doing? So I want to send it somewhere. I want to send it somewhere fun. All right, guys. we're gonna go visit. We're gonna go visit Fly Old Guy. He's playing a game that I enjoy. Um, he's playing alongside Knucklehead. But I haven't thrown Fly a raid in a very long time. So let's go raid him and give him a little bit of love. And you know, in the chat, hashtag DDG raid. And I'll see you guys on the next one. And Pi, if you want to hang out for a few minutes after I wrap up here.
Yeah, I can hang out for a couple of minutes.
All right.